So I'll start with a question because, I thought we'll make it a bit interactive. I don't want it to be very, very boring for you guys. So, how many of you believe that you're living your lives as per your own rules? Just, put your hands up. Whatever you wanted to do, whatever you're feeling, whatever you wanted to achieve in your life. Oh my God, such less hands? No. Are you not living your life as per your own directives? Are you? Okay. Then I think I have a lot to say today. A lot of us have a lot of pressure points. One is family expectations. The family will expect you to be a doctor, to be an engineer, to be an MBA, I don't know what, but every family has certain expectations and we run around that. Second is societal timelines. You need to get married at 25, have a kid at 29, I don't know what not. You need to you need to be a vice president at the age of 35. All that is part of the societal timelines we all belong to. And the next one is my favorite. What will people say? That is something which defines you today. Can I be an artist? What will people say? Can I be an engineer? Oh my God, people will be very happy. The family will be very happy. And the fear of quitting. Today, if I pick up an alternate profession, will I be able to excel? Will I be able to do something better? Can I take engineering? It's the safest bet. Do I have to work like that? I don't know why. So again, who is writing the rules of your life? I could barely see few hands here. And now I think, tell me, do you still think that you're writing your own rules of your life? You just put up your hand? Are you not bogged down by all these expectations? Fantastic. So there are certain inside stories, there are invisible rules we all are following. It's not that you are writing those rules. These rules are written nowhere. We are inherently following those rules. And that is what is very, very dangerous. Rewriting narratives is not a rebellion. It's a responsibility for all of us because we all need to be happy. We all have a responsibility to live a very, very happy life. So, before moving on, I have kind of deciphered 5 rules of my life. These rules come from the 18-19-year experience I've had in my working profession. And the reason why I have kind of figured out these rules are the 4 issues which I have faced in my life, which I just spoke about. So the first thing I would like to talk is the family background. Because somewhere down the line, we all define ourselves from the family we come from. To give you a context, I come from a very, very stable, rooted, traditional Indian middle class family. To give you a perspective, my father worked in a bank for 35 years in the same bank. He never quit. My mother was a teacher. He was teaching in the same school for 20 years. So, somewhere down the line, stability in my family was equivalent to success. You can't be curious. You can't take that risk. You pick a path, you stick to it, and you don't move. That's how I have lived my life. That's how I have seen my life working around. But, this but is very, very critical in my life. Somewhere down the line, this keeps on coming to my head. Whether should I do it or whether should I not do it? I quit my job. I'll give you a quick background. I started working in a SIM card company where I had to go and sell SIM cards door to door. 1 year, I kept on doing that because it was a college placement, right? I thought, oh my God, this is it. My father was very happy. 1 year, stable, fantastic job you're doing. I got an offer from a radio channel. I quit. My father went bonkers. Trust me. He was like, why are you doing this? It's just 1 year. You're not even eligible for gratuity. The PF is coming. Why? I said, Dad, selling SIM cards doesn't work for me. I went into the other organization. I could not survive 6 months. I again quit. Trust me, I was thinking not to tell my dad, but I had no option. He went bonkers again. I said, oh my God, now everything is gone. Where are you getting your job from? Really? You took a bad decision. Because this was not my story. I was not born to sell SIM cards. I was not born to go door to door and sell media inventory. I could never be happy. I didn't want to do it, ever. So, quitting is not failure. Why is the first rule? Because after that, the job I got transitioned me into an absolutely content person. And I stayed there for 9 years. I could grow, I could thrive, I did everything right there. But the only call I took is to quit at the right time. Somewhere down the line, we all need to take that chance. Please take it. Give yourself a chance. The second rule in an organization for 9 years, all of you would have heard one thing in your lives: hard work is the key to success. Keep on putting that hard work, and you are going to be successful one day. That one day is very far away. Let me tell you how. So, I was putting in that hard work, not a regular 9 to 5 job, 9 to 9, 9 to 2 o'clock, whatever is needed, I was doing it. Then came the time of my promotion. Simple rule: you get promotion once in 3 years. I was flabbergasted. I was really? 3 years for one promotion? I'm an assistant manager. I become a deputy manager, senior manager, blah, blah, blah. 15 promotions to a vice president, 15 into 3, 45 years to become a vice president. I am 25 years old. Is that what I am aiming for? Sorry, never work. And this is the line which I have kind of embedded in my life then, that my growth cannot be calendarized. If my performance is today, then it's better be rewarded today. You cannot wait, you cannot follow what people have written rules for. That doesn't work. So therefore, the timelines outshines performance, and the biggest thing which the MBAs don't teach us. We are taught how to market ourselves. We are taught how to work on a P&L. We are not taught how to deal with the most difficult aspect of any corporate world, which is the human resource. It is very difficult to deal with people. It is very difficult to make people your own. So, simple. You need to start talking. You need to start talking what you're doing. You have to go to the right rooms. You have to go to the right people. Sar jhukao, kaam karo. Sar jhukao, kaam karo. Sar jhukao, kaam karo. Thoda strategically bhi to kaam karo. It doesn't work like that. You keep on working, people will start ignoring you. It will never work in your favor. But tell me one thing, if I'm coming and telling you that you need to go to a certain room and talk about yourself, you'll just go and tell them, my God, I've done so much, give me a promotion. Will you get a promotion? No. Guys, you're living in a world where there is digital, where you have YouTube, where you can set your Instagram algorithm, set it up, know the current affairs, get your niche, start talking something which is relevant to people, position yourself at the with the right people, with the right means. Start talking. When you do all that, that is when you start talking about your promotions as well. And that is where you are that one amongst the 10 who will have a level up hierarchy, right? So digital is not against you if you use it in the right manner. Go with the podcast. There is so much of content. Start consuming content which is benefiting you somewhere down the line. So don't wait to be discovered. Don't think I am sitting in my office working on my desk and somebody out of the world will come and see me and I'll get that promotion. No. You need to start putting in that effort today. Sorry, I'm contradicting myself here. Not everything in your life is a hanky-dory situation. That confidence which I got when I got and cracked that promotion was oozing out of me. I was like, fantastic, I can just go and now capture the world. I have cracked it. But I forgot my rule that human resource is the most difficult nut to crack. So overnight, my role was changed. I became very emotional. It's fine to be emotional. I was hurt. I couldn't manage it. And I was like, oh my God, I can just go and talk to the people who, I convinced them for my promotion. And this is the line. Everybody here will go and hear it in your corporate lives. The greater good of organizational objective, because when you don't have an answer, that is what people are going to come and tell you. The greater good of organizational objective is to tell you, boss, I'm not going to do anything. Live with it, deal with it. That's where my confidence killed me because it all backfired. The way it happened, I would have lost my job. I had to succumb to that pressure. I had to pick up that role, do it because I needed that salary. I could have just not got up and quit this at this part of my career. I could not do that. So I just put my head down then and started working and kind of rephrasing myself, updated my LinkedIn, start working on a better skill set, kind of trained myself and got another job. After 9 years working in the same organization, I kind of got another job in a bigger media conglomerate and where I thought it's the best decision. So, somewhere down the line, any discomfort that you get in your life, don't blame it because the discomfort is the doorway for your next step. Your job at that place was done. Now you need to figure out something more for your life. Once your corporate career is flourishing, there is a parallel personal life that's working around you, especially in the case of us, women. And motherhood becomes imperative. And the first thing motherhood gives you is a lot of guilt. Lot of people will come and tell you a lot of stories. You will see a lot of YouTube videos. You need to have the perfect child. You need to raise that perfect child. I was the same. I was trying to do that. So I've done a lot of musical events, a lot of celebrities. I've done all that. It never excited me. I got an international opportunity. I got a call. We did a project. It was one of the biggest global events. And I got a chance to be there, represent our organization. I was fantastic. I was 8 months pregnant. I could not travel. Physically, it was not possible for me to be there. And I started whining. I started crying. I started blaming the nature God. Why is it happening to us women always? But somewhere down the line, you need to accept certain things. Certain things are meant to be. That is how the nature works. But the second time I got that opportunity is because of the same thing where I was offered a major promotion. The day I delivered my child, I had to go back to work in the exact 3 months' time. Again, the guilt comes in. The people start talking. How will you do it? You are leaving a 3-month-old child? You want to have a successful career? Deal with your guilt. It is important for everybody here, sitting here. Please deal with it. It is temporary. You cannot decide your future for just 3 months. Children are not fragile. That's what we think. That's how we shape them up. It is not, it is not that if I'm not there, my kid will not be a successful person. So children are not fragile. We really, really underestimate them. And I'll give you a very fair example. We all were under existential crisis when COVID was happening. We didn't know where the world is heading. We were all concerned about our careers. What is it that needs to be done? So what we did was we focused on our work because we all wanted to survive. And my child, imagine, 5-year-old boy, he was adjusting his headphones, doing unmute, mute. He was doing everything on his own. He was trying. It's not that everything was perfect. He kept on trying. He kept on trying. We were there to help, but we were not there 100%. He dealt with it. He learned from it. So to what? That he became so capable on his own that people started talking about him, that how can a 5-year-old kid manage his classrooms, manage his homework? How is he doing it? So, children are not suffering because of our ambitions. They're learning from it. Please give them that ecosystem. Let him see, let your child see that you rise, you fall, and you rise again. Let the kid know what's the hard fact of life. Why aren't we preparing them for future? And this is one question that kept on now telling us. Now, a lot of people come and ask me the same question again. People who are saying you've left a 3-month-old child, now they say, how do you manage it? I say, I don't do it. I just model it. I just balance my life. I just figure it out. It's a daily process. You need to keep on trying. So, somewhere down the line, my ambition is not a neglect, and the independence is not selfishness. You need to redefine the motherhood narrative. Now, the next chapter, probably the last one. Everything was fantastic, you know. That's me. Everything was fantastic. I was thriving, fantastic job, nothing going against me. I was just doing fine. I thought, let me enter the mess. Why not? I got an opportunity and I thought, shall I do it? Shall I not do it? And one fine man told me something very critical that I'll tell you. But before that, look at this. That's my dad. He went bonkers again. He said, baby, there is no gratuity also. There is no PF also. What are you doing? Nobody knows this organization. You're coming from an organization which everybody in the world knows. What are you doing? It's a mistake. It's not a chance. And I kept on hearing it again and again. And that is where the fear came in. And that fine gentleman told me one thing very clearly. He told me, if you don't take this chance today, you will never know what's going to come in your life afterwards. If you want a life where you have blinders on and you're chasing that designation which you've been, go on, but you will regret it. So I took that decision and I wanted to know that whatever confidence, whatever learnings, whatever I have done throughout my life, is it what? Am I only operating under a safety net or can I do more? So I tried. So question, rewrite, repeat, and be courageous. One thing I want to tell everybody, every child, every person who is trying to pursue a career is that you will have a lot of doubt. You will have a lot of people talk to you on a lot of things. I would urge you to take a pause. Just take a pause. 5 minutes, 15 days, 5 months, your call. You need to know yourself and take that chance because timing is never perfect. You keep on thinking, I'm going to do it when I'm 35, I'm 45, I'm 60. Timing is never perfect because the opportunity, the day you are getting, is the opportunity you will get. You need to expand your possibilities. You need to start leading by example because, simple, luck favors the bold. Why I'm telling you, I got into sports, I got into this fraternity. The central government is talking about it today. Every state government is talking about it. As India, we are bidding for Olympics. As India, we are looking for the next Commonwealth. The industry today is the most sought after industry I have gotten into. But somewhere down the line, you need to start taking that chance and you need to know that are you showing that courage or are you showing that fear? One thing you all should know and what people should inherit from you, all of you sitting here, is just power. That's it. Thank you so much.